Okay, before we go and practice your junction like we did last lesson as well, so let's do quick questions on T-junctions. So what do you know about T-junction? Can you see a road right in front of you?
Yeah.
How would you describe T-junction? How would you recognize a junction and T-junction?
Again, the T-junction is like when there is crossing traffic in front of you, your car going and there's
Yeah, it's your end of this
traffic,
road, yeah? So it's like a T. And how did we recognize the junction?
But when it's like
It's signposted, there's a gap in the curb coming up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how far do we do MSM again?
Again, there are 10 cars.
10 cars back. Okay, good. So and then you position yourself if you're going left, and position right if you're positioning in the center. Yeah, apply PSL, position, speed, look. Think about if it's open, you can see clearly, then carry on, don't need to stop. But if you have to stop, what and then look, why? How would you describe a closed junction?
Closed junction means?
Any idea? Okay, if it's blocked by trees, bushes, buildings, then you have to creep forward. Sometimes cars and vans are parked on the corners, all right?
For a clear
So
way.
yeah, so MSM again, check your speed. What speed we should approach T-junctions?
8 to 10.
No, you have to be really slow in these one, because you have to look right first for the car, left for the car, and right again for the motorcyclist. Okay, so 3 times. By the time you do that, your speed will drop around about 3, 4 maybe. It depends again on the junction. If junction is open, clear, maybe 8, 10. But if it's a closed, maybe you have to creep forward. And check, make sure, don't cross the white line, broken lines, okay? But if there was so how would you position yourself accordingly? So if there is a car parked, broken glass, rubbish, anything like that, then you can position yourself accordingly. Otherwise, 1 meter from the curb, okay? When should you turn? We didn't mention, and forgot to mention on the corner turning junctions. When should we turn junction?
When everything is
The
clear.
curb goes under the car, and just turn the steering about roughly around about half a steering, and then you're looking at the car pillar here, and then follow the curb round. That was junction turning left. And the T junction again, just look at the curved curb, go a little bit forward, and then start turning. And again, around about half to 3/4 of the steering, again depending on how narrow the road is. And how do you make decision for emerging? You're joining the traffic now, so what would you say to yourself?
Again, like looking the cars and observing the speed and gaining the proper speed.
Check about the position. Are they going to turn into this junction? Are they signaling? Are they slowing down or not? And then ask yourself, can I walk across and come back 2 times? Okay. Again, depending on this a faster road or slower road, so try to judge that. But after a few practice, you will notice that you start doing it by yourself. And then again, pedestrian in the road, walking, and then you need to give them way. And if they're waiting to cross, you carry on, but keep an eye on in case they change their mind and they start walking. Keep an eye on the cyclists. Okay, do you have any question about T-junctions?
No, that's...
Okay, so we must look ahead and plan ahead and scan if it's a give-way coming out or stop junctions. How would you describe your give-way junctions?
If they have signs.
Give a sign, triangle, broken 2 lines, okay? Sometimes it's just broken 1 line. Sometimes they don't have any lines, like these small minor roads. And stop junction, how would you recognize stop junction?
Stop junction.
You don't know? Okay. Again, similar, you'll have a signposting coming up and some signs with a solid white line on the road. That means you must stop and check and put the handbrake on one of them. If it says stop junction, you must stop fully, and put the handbrake and then check around. I mean, make sure you stay in a drive for automatic car, and make sure you in a first gear with your biting point on your manual car. And observation with regards to open and closed junction we discussed already. Decision to proceed according to your sidelines, we discussed that. Make sure, in this case, if somebody's in your view, you shouldn't really join them. It depends again on the road. If it's really big road and you can see it far and you can pick up speed, is fine. But usually if somebody comes in your view, you shouldn't go in front of them unless you were good to pick up speed again and they didn't catch up with you. But if they do caught up with you, then it's no good. Ask yourself, can I walk across and come back twice? And then position you correctly according to road condition. And again, there's gonna be some wide roads, narrow roads, so you need to Position yourself accordingly 1 meter from, usually from the curb, even if it's really wide. If it's a very narrow road, maybe half a meter from the left side.
Okay.
And then we're gonna cover some one-way streets later on. And then force to avoid would be incorrect use of the mirror signal maneuver. On approach, not responding to the type of junction, I give way or stop. Failing to take into consideration lines of vision, not looking early enough at open junctions, and failing to respond to pedestrians, and unsafe emerging. What does that mean?
Again,
If somebody was coming and you moved and you slow down there, yes, and there you have to brake or alter their course. Okay. Do you have any question before we begin?
No.
No? Okay, shall we move off then when you're ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, at the end of this road, we're going left.
Ahead.
At the end of this road, we're going left. So we're doing T-junctions, remember? We did junction last lesson. We will cover some today because we didn't do no recording for them. So we'll come to them in a minute. So we're merging junction and T-junctions. So when should we do mirror signal? So did you check your both mirrors?
Yeah.
And how do we position? Look at the PSL. You position yourself. Follow the curve round 1 meter from the left. And how many times are you looking? Right, left, and right again. Good, good. It's clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
And get going. And about half a steering, wasn't it? And then you correct it like this. That's good. Now take a reference of the curb. Where is the curb coming? Because it's a slightly wide road, isn't it? Okay. The lines in the center is missing, aren't they? If you look carefully, you'll see a line. Take next junction to the right, please. Turn right at the next junction. And slightly hidden, so look for yourself first before. Do your mirrors first. Middle mirror, right mirror, signal, good. Now think about position. PSL, look at the arrows. So let's help you a little bit here. Slow down, please. And you stop here. Can you see the right lane as well?
Yeah.
Good. Now, come on. You can go now. It's clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be ready to move away as soon as you can. And then we're turning junction left here, so which mirrors? Good. And position about here, 1 meter. And when do we turn? When the curb goes under the curb. Now turn about a bit more. Yeah, about half steering. So well done. And you check the middle mirror for change of direction when you get into the new road to see if somebody's behind you. End of this road, we're going left. And, yeah, a bit more position here. Good. Scan. Well done for looking 3 times. So, check right mirror for overtaking. Okay, somebody was overtaking you. Well done for checking left mirror for coming back. Hazard in front of you. They didn't signal and they are still moving. Should we overtake them? Check your mirrors. Yes, they've just pulled up. So be aware of that. Okay, end of this road, we're going right. Let's do junction right. There's a pedestrian here, isn't it? So should we wait for them?
Yeah.
Because we are coming out of the junction.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this much room you should allow them. At least car and a half. Keep going. Now they've crossed, yeah? Check your mirrors. Okay, now what do? We do keep it going a little bit closer to the white line. About, yeah, can you see? The lines comes under your mirrors, okay?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Well done. And don't turn too much so you don't cut the corners like the white lines, yeah? So you stay on this side of the road. And check the middle mirror again. If you can check the right door mirror is good as well. Have a check. Yes. Who's got right away here? We have, and we must keep in the center of these 2 white lines.
Okay.
And what speed?
8 to 10.
About 10 ish is good. Keep going a little bit more faster. After the hump, you must pick up speed nice and clear in front of us. So we just keep it here. At the end of this road, we're going right again. So mirror signal is position yourself near the center line, 1 meter from the curb.
Yeah.
And straight steering, don't turn any steering yet. No, because this car is in our view, isn't it?
Yeah.
And can you walk across and come back? Look at the right side. That's crossing. If you can cross, it's fine. See that car just went?
Yeah.
So that would be bad decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's far. Come on then. Yeah. That is quite far, but let's see if they're gonna catch up with us or not. Keep going. Pick up speed quickly. So that's fine. See? And now check mirrors are far, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that was a good decision. See, that car just came out in front of us.
Yeah.
So they should have waited because you had to brake, isn't it? And that's how you're gonna judge when to turn left and right, making decisions. Oh, this is 30 road, dear me. You need to be watching your speed all the time, okay? What is speed here, by the way?
30.
Yes. And what was your speed?
It was nearly 30.
Yeah, 34. Okay, take next road to the right, please. But just, must keep an eye on your speed changes. Otherwise, you're going to get a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there was a speed camera here, you would have. Cool. And shall we turn now? Safe. Good to go. You've got to stay inside the line. Can you see? In your mirrors, try to check your mirrors if there's a bend.